Hello Nidorinos and Nidorinos, it is King Nido here, and today the Spikemas Suede Grunts are hosting the Fuchsia Royal Gators, and both these sides have massive names and they both have 3-2 records, both coming off victories as well. The Spikemas Suede Grunts have actually won their last 3 games and they're going to look to do it here again today on their home turf. Let us know who you think will win this matchup in the comments below. Will it be the Dark types or will it be the Poison types? Now the Royal Gators have won their last 2 games. They want to make it 3 in a row, and they're starting out with Muk and Goodra, their Terastal Pokemon, but it'll be Hydreigon and Luxray, their own Terastal Pokemon. So we have 2 Terastal Pokemon on the field, and we have 2 Pseudo Legendaries on the field to kick off this matchup. Fittingly, Goodra happens to be both those things for the Poison types, but it is always fantastic to see 2 Pseudo Legendaries going head to head. Who do you think is going to come out on top out of those 2? And Luxray sheds that electric typing and gains that dark type so fittingly, as it looks like an absolute menace. Hydreigon has the speed advantage on the field, immediately going for the Water Pulse onto its fellow Pseudo Legendary. Doesn't do a great deal of damage, but it is going to leave Goodra confused, and it will want to shake that off so it doesn't do damage to itself, which is always terrible to see. But it does happen, and we see it happen right now. Goodra hurting itself in its confusion. This could allow Luxray to go for the Frenzy Plant onto Muk. This won't be very effective, however, on the Poison type Pokemon as Muk, and this is the Cantonian Muk with the Metal Sound onto Hydreigon is going to lower that special defense a great deal. Hydreigon with the Jaw Lock though, continuing to go for Goodra. Goodra is able to hold on, but if it is unable to shake off this confusion now, it will eliminate itself. It needs to shed that confusion. It is going to go for the Magnet Rise though, so it is going to levitate due to the electromagnetism and make itself immune to ground type attacks, as Luxray having to recharge. And I'm sure Muk is very happy to see that, because it is celebrating with the happy hour, everyone getting caught up in that atmosphere, and I hope you are too, as the superpower from Hydreigon onto Muk, not very effective yet again are those hits onto Muk. Hydreigon does lower its physical stats in the process, and it didn't go for the easy elimination of Goodra here, allowing Goodra to go for the Kowtow Cleave onto Luxray, which is not very effective and is actually the signature move of a Pokemon on the Spikemas Suede Grunts, which has led to Luxray going for the Stomping Tantrum, and that super effective move this time has eliminated Muk from this matchup, and out comes Muk in its place. That is so fitting. And immediately gets hit with the Sand Tomb, which is super effective, but this is the Alolan variation of Muk, as Goodra is finally snapped out of its confusion, and Goodra is going to go with the Acupressure, so it is going to help out Muk, boosting that accuracy. See what it can go for here, as Luxray with the Fiery Dance is going to finish off Goodra here, getting its 2nd elimination in a row. Does Luxray, fantastic play there, and Goodra is taking out all of this matchup. Hydreigon does outlast its fellow Pseudo Legendary, as the coaching from Muk does fail. Clearly Goodra and Muk were trying to help each other out here, as Muk takes damage from that Sand Tomb. It is caught in the quicksand at the moment, and out comes Glimmora for the Royal Gators. And it has that toxic degree ability that you must always remember, as the Dragon Pulse onto Muk from Hydreigon gets a good hit, and the Rising Voltage from Glimmora onto Luxray gets a good hit, as well as it is no longer an electric type, but the superpower from Luxray. Muk is eliminated. That is a hat-trick for the Terastallized Luxray, as it lowers its physical stats in the process, but a fantastic elimination, as Sneasler comes out for the Royal Gators with that pressure ability, and the advantage is completely on the side of the Suede Grunts. Sneasler with the charge, but it is a 3 versus 6 battle in favor of the Dark types, as Sneasler does boost its special defense here. Hydreigon with the Entrainment, looking to get rid of that pressure ability, changes to Levitate, so Sneasler is now immune to ground type attacks, just like Hydreigon, and Glimmora sets up Toxic Spikes, and if you hit Glimmora as well, it's going to activate even more Toxic Spikes, but any Pokemon now that comes out for the Suede Grunts will be poisoned, as the Smog onto Glimmora, not very effective there from Luxray. Now it has to be a physical connection there onto Glimmora, as the Lash Out from Sneasler onto Hydreigon, taking its first damage of the matchup, not very effective. Hydreigon is going to respond with the Power Trick. It's going to switch its attack and defense, so switching that 105 attack with that 90 defense. And the Magnet Rise now from Glimmora, so now it's immune to ground type attacks due to its levitation. We get the growth here from Luxray, boosting that attack and that special attack. Luxray is more of a physical attack with that 120 base attack, as the magnetic flux from Sneasler does fail. This could allow Hydreigon to capitalize as it goes with the double team. It's going to boost its evasiveness here, making it harder to hit. And if you cannot hit the opposing Pokemon, you cannot eliminate them, as we get the Terra Blast from Glimmora onto Hydreigon, and that connects massively. Hydreigon's able to hold on though, as we get the Defog here from Luxray, lowering the evasiveness of Glimmora, and the poison spikes have disappeared from the side of the Suede Grunts. The double kick though from Sneasler only needs one. Hydreigon is eliminated with that single critical hit of a kick, getting the first elimination for the Royal Gators. Maybe they are still in this, as the Pseudo Legendary has been eliminated. Glimmora setting up a future sight onto Luxray, which would be a fantastic move to see, but it will not affect the Dark types because they are immune to Psychic type attacks and that power split. Luxray sharing its power with Sneasler, and out comes Kingambit, who we hinted at earlier. Kingambit is exerting its own pressure here. Sneasler immediately meeting it with the Iron Tail, which isn't very effective. Gets an okay hit, all things considered, though. Glimmora looking to follow it up with the Healing Wish, and Glimmora is going to take itself out of this matchup. That is terrible to see, as it looked like some momentum was potentially being built for the Royal Gators, but the Shockwave from Luxray is followed up by the Boom Burst from Kingambit. Luxray takes damage there, but so does Sneasler. And Toxtricity in its amped form comes out for the Royal Gators as the last Pokemon. Harden there from Sneasler, boosting its defense stat. And Toxtricity is going to follow it up with the Expanding Force, but it doesn't affect Kingambit. It is immune, and Luxray is going to set up the Misty Terrain over the battlefield, so the battlefield is going to get just a little bit weird. But there are only 2 Pokemon remaining for the future Royal Gators. There are 4 Pokemon remaining for the Suede Grunts, and the Perish Song is set up by Kingambit. It is practically Perish trapped. The poison types, they have 3 turns to eliminate 4 dark type Pokemon. That future sight will not affect Luxray, but here is everyone's Perish count falling to 3. As I said, they have Perish trapped them because the poison types have nowhere to go. Luxray and Kingambit have the luxury of still being able to go back to the bench. And Sneasler with the Vine Whip onto Kingambit, not very effective, clearly unhappy with the outcome. Toxtricity goes for the sheer cold, but Luxray avoids that attack. And Kingambit is going to go with the Slam onto Toxtricity. A fantastic hit, and there is that Perish count now falling to 2. The writing is on the wall for the Royal Gators. All they can try to do is get as many eliminations, and it's 5 Pokemon. I've been saying 4. There are 5 Pokemon remaining for the Suede Grunts as Sneasler eliminates all stat changes. Toxtricity is going to go with the Vacuum Wave onto Kingambit. Super effective, massive hit there. Luxray with the Psyblade. This will be super effective. Quad damage, and Sneasler is taken out. I believe that is the 4th elimination for Luxray. What an unbelievable showing. Kingambit's going to follow it up with the Psybeam. This will be super effective. Toxtricity holds on, but it will be on its last turn because the Perish count falls to 1, which means the Suede Grunts have guaranteed themselves victory here. Toxtricity with the Lash Out. Luxray is taken out of this match with a not very effective critical hit. It is all that Toxtricity could do. Kingambit knows what's about to happen. It can either get the elimination or let the Perish count take it. And it is going to take out Toxtricity with the Psycho Cut. That super effective move. The Perish Song does not end. And there are 4 Pokemon remaining. We didn't even find out who 3 of them were for the Suede Grunts. But they have gotten a huge victory over the poison types, and this will move them up into an Elite 4 position. They're now in 4th place, and next round they are taking on the Levia Candy Hearts, whereas the poison types next round will hope to do better against the Pastoria Cascade. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field. I'm thinking probably Luxray, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.